Good day, friends. It is Tuesday, 25th of October, 2016. Thank you for checking out Lex Plains. As always, I am Lex Cooney. One of the reasons I started doing this was because I found myself getting into the Facebook response rabbit hole. One of the things I'm very confident about is my writing ability. And I would get into it and I would, respond to people, and I was just wasting time. So I figured, hey, let's do this. And we can maybe, turn it into something else. So, that's what today's about. It's the law of unintended consequences. It's nice to connect with people on social media, but when it gets too far, and sometimes people just, I have a guy named Rob Tannenbaum, who says Facebook is about, the whole purpose of Facebook is for people to tell you how you're wrong. And so I just wanted to stop getting into that. And so I'm doing this. So the law of unintended consequences, the story is this. Yesterday, the Lex Plains I did yesterday, the response I got from somebody was, oh, well, how can you try to bring things together if you're complaining about somebody in the Michigan legislature who might take a donation to sell out people for their catastrophic head injuries because the insurance company will give them $2,500. That's the law of unintended consequences when you have term limits. And in Michigan, there's 6 years for the legislature and 8 years each for the Senate and governor. And what happens is when you make something so available, right? When you have a job that is an upgrade for somebody from the private sector, then maybe $2,500 might be something that they will sell out somebody with a brain injury who they don't know. So in terms of unintended consequences, the new one that I heard about today was with the Trump campaign, that with all of his saying that, oh my gosh, everything is rigged, that now his supporters who might have voted for him are now saying that they're not even going to bother voting for him because it's already rigged. So what's the point of voting? Oops. And so the bottom line to all of this is, when we have gotten in American culture, I have said that Oprah, one of her main things is self-esteem, and that everybody has a take and a right to feel wanted and relevant. The problem, though, is that as Americans tend to do, we've taken it to the far illogical extreme, which is this. When we take facts and treat them as just more fodder for arguments, which some people also call being politically correct, but that's a whole nother talk. When you take facts and treat them as potential opinions, the flip side of that is that people take opinions and treat them as facts. And so when Trump says, oh, it's rigged, and he's just doing it to sort of make himself feel better about the fact that he's going to probably get his butt kicked. But, what's the logic of rigging it now when he just went through 17 people in his primary and he came out as the last one? But, now the rigging's going to begin? Wouldn't it have been easier to just rig it against him when he was only one of 17? But, logic. Who needs it, right? Anyway, so the law of unintended consequences is, if you keep BSing your way through life and you don't just sort of grasp the reality, that's where disappointment comes. You can't be disappointed unless you have unrealistic expectations. And so that's what this is. This is about just sort of giving it your best shot every day, sharing some takes, and who knows what'll come from it. So you have a great day. Until next time, this is Lex Plains. I'm Lex Cooney. Courage.